CherishingFlo fam, welcome back to my channel. We're all about love, positivity, being a girl boss, and everything in that vicinity. In today's video, I'm going to be clipping my ends for the first time since I've gotten these locks. And so I'm pretty sure it's going to be very interesting. And I'm going to be answering your lock questions. That looked psychopathic. Answering your lock questions about my locks. So I asked you guys on social media to ask me questions, and I haven't even seen the questions. I don't even know what you guys asked. I just know that you guys did actually ask questions. So we're gonna go through the questions, and I'm gonna go through doing my hair. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not a professional hair doer, and I've never professionally done my own hair. But I decided that I'm going to go ahead and do this because it really needs to get done. I watched one girl do it on YouTube, and I used to trim my own hair when it was loose natural, so I figured, it's actually, in my opinion, a little bit simpler and easier with locks than it is with your natural hair, because with locks it's not as important that all of your locks be the same size as it is with your hair being even and stuff. So what she did was she put all the hair over here to the side. And yeah, I'm going to get into answering these questions. While I'm answering the questions, I'm going to be taking the individual locks as I saw the girl do, and I'll show you guys, like here, taking the damaged end and cutting it. I'm actually really afraid to do this because, let me see. Oh my god. Okay, so a little quick tip about when you're trimming your locks is that you want to make sure that you have the right scissors. You want actual hair scissors that are really sharp, because it helps avoid split ends and stuff like that. So I literally just saw that in a video. I mean, I already knew you needed hair scissors, but the why, I never really, they tell you to use hair scissors. I just do what I'm told. But the why is because of that. If you're new to this channel, then go ahead and subscribe and turn your notification bell. Obviously, I forgot to say that. And if you're not new to the channel, then welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me as much as I love you. And yeah, let's get straight into this video. So the first question that I'm seeing, the question that pulled up first is, oh god, this one's going to be harder. I have some locks where it's like this. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but like at the end, the locks are literally split. Because what I think it was is that I had two locks beforehand, and I ended up adding them like together somehow. I don't really know. But we gonna figure it out. It's okay. I'm gonna see if I can tie them together and see what the end looks like. I don't really know if maybe I should cut it all the way to up here, but I feel like that's extreme. So until I actually talk to a loctician about that, I'm not even gonna do that. So anyway, the first question is, how do you keep the locks looking neat without having to constantly redo them? Actually, that's a very interesting question. I guess I would say that in order to keep your locks healthy, it's more about, not, maintaining what you have. So instead of, oh my god, that was actually quite a bit of stuff I just cut off. I would say that, not to maintain your hair properly when it's not time to retwist. So that means doing things like making sure that you're sleeping with bonnets or scarves on, so that your hair is not running wild and rapid. Me myself, I actually don't really have an issue with my hair looking ridiculous when I haven't retwisted it. I actually clearly I'm having a hard time doing two things at once. This video is actually gonna be harder than I expected. But first of all, you shouldn't constantly redo your locks. That's not healthy. It pulls on your hair and it makes your hair unhealthy, and that's just not what you want. So what I would say, my only advice is to make sure that you're wearing scarves and bonnets, and put your hair in actual styles. I love having my hair just be free, and I think that's important to have your hair be free, but it's also extremely important to make sure that your hair is in a healthy place, and to make sure that your hair is, y'all just see me right now. I'm literally clipping my locks over here at this. I'm so scared that I'm like making my locks significantly shorter and uneven and retarded, because they're already uneven, but we're not gonna talk about that. So yeah, basically, I love having my hair out and loose and about and stuff, but like without having any type of structure to your hair, if you don't have like bonnets or like hair bands or something to help keep your hair like not going all over the place. Like, I don't know, I guess it depends on your lifestyle, because I'm not that active of a person. So I guess I really don't really consider whether or not. Basically, keep bonnets and stuff on your hair. I'm literally rambling on because I can't seem to get my thoughts together, but we're gonna just power on through. The next question is, what are tips if you were thinking about starting locks? I would say take good care of your natural hair before you actually start them. I would say make sure that your hair is well taken care of, like your natural hair. Do not be having damaged hair and try to lock it up. Make sure that you are growing your hair and taking care of your hair, oiling your scalp, doing all of the things, and know before you get started all the stuff that you're gonna have to do, because it's gonna take some research and it's gonna take time. Like your hair, your locks are gonna be, it's a journey, and you have to understand that. Like, it's not gonna be just immediately smooth, suave, and sexy right at the beginning. There are gonna be some real ugly stages. Trust you me, there are going to be some real ugly stages. There are going to be some stages when you have no idea what to do with your hair. And yeah, so I feel like this is an absolute disaster. But you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I feel like I'm on the verge of just cutting all of my hair off. And I'm not even gonna hold you. So if this ends up being a disaster, like the worst decision I ever made, then oh freaking well. I just made a horrible decision then, I guess. Anyway. So yeah, that would be my advice, is to make sure that before you start your locks, you're taking care of your hair as is, and that it's healthy when you're starting your locks, and that you're not starting your locks with damaged and hard to do hair. So if you need to cut your hair, trim your hair, and start growing it all over again, I would suggest that you do that, because you will regret starting locks with damaged and messed up hair. You will regret that. Next question is, I also wonder, is the process permanent? Do you have to cut off previously relaxed hair to start the lock journey? That's actually a very good question. I don't know if you have to cut off your relaxed hair. I would think that you should, only because it's going to be harder for it to lock, and the texture, I really don't know, to be honest with you, because I haven't had my hair relaxed in so long. I would imagine that you should cut off your relaxed hair before you try to start locks, but I don't know for sure. And you should probably ask an actual loctician who knows what the hell they're talking about, because you asking me, and I'm literally super new. I can only answer questions about my own personal hair, and my hair was natural before I had locks. So, and it is permanent. I do hear that you can comb them out. I have starter locks. I mean, not starter locks. I have inner locks. For those of you that don't know, I know a lot of people actually really don't know. And oh no, I feel like, yo, I really am messing up my hair. I'm so scared. Like, I'm so freaking scared. Like, if y'all can see how long these strands are that I am cutting. But I feel like it's part of the process, so it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Anyway. Ooh, should I put this? Oh my god, I cut the whole thing. Oh, okay, but it's still long, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Look at how long this piece of hair is. Like, can you see that? That's really long. And oh my gosh, my hair. Next question is, do you cut the hair when beginning? Okay, this is the same question. Next question is, I want to get some locks, but I'm trying to bypass the super short phase. How long should my hair be? Can all texture hair get locks? And what is a fair price for starter locks? Okay, I'm doing a lot of questions in one. The first question is, you want to bypass the super short phase? How long should my hair be? When you say super short, what exactly do you mean? Because my real natural hair was, I think it also depends on your level of shrinkage in your hair, but my actual hair was past my shoulders, and then when I locked it up, they were up here above my ears, and they were really short. So it depends on what you mean by that, because your hair is going to have to be super duper long for those locks not to be short. Because when people comb out their hair when they have locks, their hair ends up being super duper long, and that's after losing a massive amount of hair. Where's my, I'm gonna like tie some of this up so I don't like recut already cut hair. My hair is not even. No, just so y'all know, I know it looks like I'm cutting my hair uneven, but my hair was, none of these locks were ever even. They just never were. I think it's gonna have to be like a slow process of me slowly getting the locks to be more and more even, because right now, they've never been even since I started them. Because when I started my locks accidentally. So anyway, can all textures of hair get locks? I don't think so. I think people who have really straight hair, actually, their hair doesn't lock. Like, it just kind of gets matted. I don't really know. I think that all hair can, I think most hair can. I think that, it just takes longer for some than others for the hair to lock. I'm really not 100% certain. But, oh my god, I want you guys to see this because I want you guys to see how much actual hair I'm cutting off. And I know there are probably people, if I'm doing this like 100% wrong, there are probably like people who know what they're doing and it's looking at me like, oh my god, why is she doing that? Cringy and hate me. And I understand. I totally feel you because whenever I see people do social media wrong, I cringe and I hate them too. So it's okay to hate me. I totally feel you. It's totally fine. I'm probably going to watch videos after this and see how wrong I was in what I was doing and want to kill myself. So it's totally fine. I totally get you. Totally get you. You know? Oh my gosh. Like, can you guys see the difference? Well, I guess I'm gonna wait till I'm halfway done and then show you guys the difference in length because I'm actually cutting off quite a bit of my hair. But I do also want you guys to keep in mind that I have not trimmed my locks since I got them. So, like, I've never, ever, ever, ever trimmed my locks. Like, they've always been just as is. And what is a fair price for starter locks? Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know. I should ask my mom. And when I ask my mom, I'll edit it into this video and put up how much starter locks should be. For inner locks, it's actually like hundreds and hundreds of dollars because it takes so long. It's such a long process. It can take you like a couple days to start inner locks. It's a lot of work. I probably am messing up I wouldn't say I'm messing up my hair, but I feel like I'm making it like grossly uneven, like in a really disgusting kind of way because I'm not even cutting all of the locks the same. Although some of them to me, like some of the dead ends are like worse than others, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't really know. So, and someone says, so can you unlock them? I think that you can brush. You can have them combed out and it takes a really long time and you're actually going to lose a lot of hair, but you don't lose as much hair as you did if you just cut all your hair off. So but I don't know for inner locks. I heard that you can't unlock them, that you can try, but you might as well just cut your hair because it'll be left so damaged. So when I do cut these off, and eventually I am going to cut these off, I don't know if I'm going to actually have the guts to do it by the end of this year, but I'm thinking that I might end up cutting my hairs off and just be bald in 2021. You just gonna say. Next question is, tell me about your process. Like, did you ever regret it? No, I've never regretted getting my locks. I've always loved my locks, like always. Even when my locks are not cooperating with me. And there are days when even the days when I think about cutting them, I never feel like I never should have gotten them or regret getting them. I've always loved my locks. They've always been very good to me, and I've always found my hair to be at its most healthiest and its strongest. If you guys hear popping sounds, it's, Juneteenth still, and people are popping fireworks as I'm pre-filming this video. And I don't know if I really would say that I have a process, because if I'm being honest, I'm not really that good at taking care of my hair like I should be. I do wash it once a month or once every month and a half. I know a lot of people wash their hair like every 2 weeks, but my hair is stripped very easily of all of its moisture, and it just doesn't do as well washing it as often as other people do. So I don't really know. We're just gonna see. What? How long did they take you to grow? I have had my locks for it's been about 4 years. I redo my hair whenever I wash it. So like I said, I wash it every month and a half. Sometimes every 2 months, because sometimes, your girl procrastinates and things. But whenever I do wash my hair is when I lock it. So, is when I retighten it or whatever. That's usually what brings on me washing my hair, because my hair actually doesn't really maintain. I don't use a lot of product in my hair, and my hair doesn't can maintain a lot of dirt and stuff. So like I'll tend to scratch, see if my hair is dirty and do all that stuff, and it just doesn't. And I also don't sweat a lot, so it's I really don't have that issue when it comes to having dirty hair quickly. Some people really need to wash their hair because they use a lot of different products in their hair and so on and so forth, and I really don't. I hardly use any products at all. I use literally I use my hair oil, and then I use leave-in conditioner. And that's it. That's all that I use in my hair. I don't use anything else. I wet it with good water every day, and that's pretty much, that's the end of it. So that's pretty much my process also. I also oil my scalp once a week. Make sure my hair is nice and moisturized. And then, I'm saying a lot. I really don't know if I'm going to feel like editing all those out. I really don't. So, did I start with a super small length? Actually, not really. I want to say that I don't know if y'all can see how retarded I probably look doing this, but, you know, I'm just trying to make sure that my hair is, you know, as good as a person who doesn't know what she's doing can do. Oh my god, it feels so short right here. It's like right here. Like my hair is a bit, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my god. I am not answering this question. I'm sorry. Did you start with the small lights? Not really. I would say it depends on what you mean by super small, because I didn't like have them like to the head. I already had like semi-long hair, like with my loose natural hair before I started my locks. So my loose natural hair, whenever it was straightened, was like past my shoulders. And so when I started, but then I do remember I trimmed it once, and I had a lot of dead ends and damaged ends and stuff. So I remember it cut like to like right at my shoulders, and that's when, but my hair was always like, it was natural for the most part all the time. And so that's when I started doing, that's when I got my locks. And when I got my locks, they were like up to here. Like, how short were my locks when I first got them? Do you remember? You were there when I got them.
Yeah, they were pretty short. They were like to like here.
Yeah, they were like up here. Like they weren't even touching my neck. So they were short, but they weren't like super duper, like, you know how people have them like these tall locks short. They weren't like that. How often do you have to get them redone? Like I said, I get them redone every time I wash my hair. Why do some people's locks just come off when they're putting on a shirt or toweling with it? It just means that the locks were thinning out and they were starting to come out already. I haven't had any locks actually just fall out. I had one that I pulled out. And I did that for a reason. It wasn't like I just decided to pull out my lock out of nowhere. There is a good reason for it. It just, it was thinning out, and also it wasn't growing. Like while the rest of my locks were growing, it was just kind of standing still. It was like a dead lock in my head that was super duper thin. And so I cut it. And you know, those are, and usually when people's locks just come out, it usually just means that that lock was thinning at the root and was losing its strength, and eventually it'll just like pop off, it'll snap. Like my mom has lost a few of her locks, and it also depends on what kind of hair you have. Like, you know, some people's hair is thinner than others, and that kind of hair is like, it's more likely that their locks will pop off with time, because, you know, especially if you're like tugging and pulling. That's why, you know, if you haven't seen my video on how to take care of your locks, go watch that in my hair lock video playlist. I have a lot of videos about locks and how I maintain my locks. I talk about lock styles if you're interested in those, although you're gonna see more of those this week. So yeah, just check out the hair and lock playlist. You're gonna see a bunch of hair videos from both this week's as well as previous videos from the past about locks. So yeah, go do that. Go check that out. Locks damages your hair just as much as other styles. All the retwisting and pulling is true. No. Locks, it depends on how you are. Some people tighten their locks too much, and to the point where they are yanking and putting pressure on your hair. But honestly, if you take care of your locks properly and tighten them appropriately, and not like try to have your locks look like super duper tight every single week, it's so obnoxious. I don't know why people feel like that's cute. To me, it just looks obnoxious and ridiculous. I can't even see this for real. Oh god, oh god. I don't know why people do that. I've never understood that. A lot of people like tighten their locks so tight and then wonder, you know, why they're not strong or why they're not growing. It's because you're not giving your poor hair room to breathe. You're like forcing it to be really tight all the time, and that's not healthy. So it's really dependent on, you know, how you take care of your locks when you get them, and, you know, what kind of locks you get. The kind of locks I get are technically supposed to be not so healthy. Inner locks are supposed to be, you know, really bad for your hair. But my hair actually has done better with these locks than they ever did before in my life. Even when I had loose natural hair that I semi-tried to take care of. And I didn't even really put too much effort into like the 3rd year into these locks to take care of them. And they still have done tremendously well. So I can't really say that I agree with that. But, you know, everybody has their own opinion, whatever, you know. So I guess it just depends on your point of view. What products do you use? Why did you get them? Okay, so what product did I use? I already said I use Badu oil for my scalp. I really don't even know. I know that it oils my scalp. I'm not even really 100% sure if it like makes some incredible difference, because it just keeps my scalp moisturized, which is really what I've been trying to do. And that's it, is make sure that my scalp stays moisturized, because I don't have high maintenance hair. Like I don't have hair that I struggle with keeping healthy. Like as long as I do like, you know, basic wash, oil, moisturize and stuff like that, my hair stays moisturized, it stays healthy and whatever. So I really can't say, because I know a lot of people struggle like with keeping allowing their hair to grow. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, my hair grows like a weed, and I don't do anything special to make it do that. Like I think I am blessed to have hair that just grows naturally and is strong. It gets really dry. I think that's the only thing about my hair that I don't like, which is why I make sure that I oil it. I make sure that I'm spraying it with the leave-in conditioner every day. So I use Badu fruit oil, Boabab. Oh my god, I'm saying Badu, and that is the dating app. Boabab fruit oil. Oh my gosh. And I use coconut milk leave-in conditioner, and I use that every single day. So, okay, so I think this is pretty much half my hair. So is there a difference? You can't even really see a freaking difference. Oh yes, you can. Hold up. Can y'all see y'all probably can't. I don't know if y'all can see the difference. Let me know if you guys saw the difference between my hair's length just now. It seems like as all the hair comes together, it doesn't look as much difference, but it actually is quite a bit of difference in my personal opinion. But actually, I think that's all the questions. So now we're just gonna chit chat, and and it says, why did you get your locks? So this is what we're gonna talk about. Basically why I started my locks. And the reason why I started my locks, I did an entire video talking about why I started my locks. So if you guys want to know like why I started my locks like in depth and like really hear like the whole story, which I'm actually about to tell you, but yeah, go watch that video about why I started my locks and you guys will really get everything. But basically, there was no set plan for me to get, there was actually no plan at all for me to have locks. There was none whatsoever. When I started my locks, it was actually, I was just doing a regular style. I was going to do a twist out, but I decided instead of doing like a regular twist out, I was just going to make these really, really tiny twists and wear them for a while. And then, you know, I was going to undo them. It was going to be a cute little thing. You know, my hair was going to be curly and everything. My hair was loose natural. This was in July of 2016. And when I did it, everybody liked it. It was like, oh my god, your hair's so cute. Oh, are you locking your hair? I got asked that many, many times. And I remember when people first started asking me, I was like, why would y'all think that? Why would y'all think I want to lock my hair? So, but it never really crossed my mind to do it. And so then one day, you know, just randomly I asked my boyfriend, I said, you know, how would you feel if I decided to lock my hair? And he was like, oh, that'd be, you know, really dope. That would be cute. I think that would be sexy. And literally when he said that, I was like, oh, sexy. Oh, snap. Somebody said sexy. And then I asked a couple other people, like, oh, you guys think I look good with locks, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my god, you would look so cute. Oh my god, it'd be so beautiful, and so on and so forth. And it would really fit you. And, you know, at first I was like, nah. You know, like, I was just like, yeah, not for me, you know. But then after a while, you know, I started to grow on the little twists in my hair that I had. Literally, that's why the top of my hair doesn't look like locks, because of how, especially like inner locks, because of how they got started. They got started basically by, I'm just gonna, ooh, that was a lot of hair I just cut off. But you know what? It's okay. I got started doing, what am I saying? I don't remember what I just got finished saying, y'all. I don't know what I was talking about, so I'm gonna just sit here doing my locks until I get my thoughts in order. Oh, I started to get used to the locks and I started to think they were really cute. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I would look cute with my hair locked. You know, I had never so much as even gotten faux locks, y'all. Like, I had never ever done that. So it was like completely new to me to even consider locking my hair. So I was really scared to do it at first, but I was like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it more permanent. And I knew the inner locks were a lot more permanent than regular twist locks because the inner locks is like tying knots in your hair basically over and over again. And I was like, oh snap. It's like, you know, I was like, oh snap, I'm going to do that because if I do that, you know, then I can't go back. You know, I can't wimp out because, you know, I have a habit of starting stuff and then wimping out. So I would have gotten those twisted locks for the first time and then wimped out and just untwisted them. So when I did the inner locks, it's like once you get started, you cannot stop unless I just decide to be bald headed. So, and I already know that I'm not the type of person who's going to have the patience to go and have my hair like combed out. I just don't have that type of patience, you know? So I already know that's not going to be a thing. But anyway, so yeah, then one day I sat there and I did my inner locks. The first time I did my inner locks, you guys, I spent literally 12 hours doing it. Like tightening the locks for the first time. Like it took 12 hours. Now I can get it done in 3. Tightening my locks. And that's because now, girl, I am like, I just be, like I just be getting it.
You okay?
I'm just like regretting this decision right now.
What, of cutting your hair?
Yes. I don't know what I'm doing. There is a rubber band in my hair. How long has this rubber band been in my hair? I don't even remember the last time I put rubber bands in my hair.
It grew down with it.
I'm almost done. I think I only have like a few locks left. And I'm so glad to be almost done. For those of you that made it to this point in the video, tell me if you've ever trimmed your own hair before and what that experience was like. If it was a good experience, if you like fucked your head up, like let me know.
Oh, I did that one time.
Okay. So this is my locks trimmed. I can't really see in the camera. I'm trying to like look in the viewfinder, but I can't really see. And they do look shorter to me. Significantly shorter. Again, y'all keep in mind that they were never even. So just note that like I know they're not even, but they never were. So like they literally never were. So
you should do that though.
Do what?
When they grow out, like, you know, at some point longer. If you
I think it's a certain length. I am gonna probably try to make them even, but right now
that's not what I was gonna say.
right now it's whatever.
I was gonna say like do a little bob thing. Like
So yeah, I'm gonna. This is where we're at. And I probably did actually mess them up a little bit, you know, if I'm being honest with you. And that's what it feels like to me. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to show you guys from the back. I should have showed you guys from the back when it started, but I didn't, so we're just not going to talk about it. So yeah, this is where they're at. They are super duper uneven, and I just don't care enough to try to make them even. I know that probably sounds really bad, but I mean it's the truth. It's the honest to God truth. So yeah, this is my hair. This is where we're at. I am still having anxiety because I still feel like I really messed up my hair, but it's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. I don't, you know, it's just the Virgo in me, you know. I'm a perfectionist. Everything just has to be perfect in my mind, and if I don't do it perfectly, then I feel like it's done horribly. If you guys enjoyed this video, then give it a big thumbs up and comment in the comment section down below. Let me know if you guys have any more questions about my locks. If you haven't already, then follow me on all of my social medias, CherishingFlo_ on Instagram, CherishingFlo on everything else. I love you guys so much. Add me on Snapchat. Like, I don't know why I did not promote my Snapchat more, but add me on Snapchat, CherishingFlo. I'm on there like all the freaking time, so add me on Snapchat. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.